The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the United States Cyber Command. The United States Cyber Command is issuing the following warning to all computer users of the mass distribution of a malicious program known as BabyShark.exe. BabyShark.exe, when activated, starts playing the Baby Shark song by Pinkfong on a Windows computer. Then, the screen will begin to flash in multiple colors, followed by random unrelated Google searches on your browser. Then, the song will increase in volume until it is very loud. After the song plays 10 times, or if a user tries to close the program, it will crash the computer with a blue screen of death. The computer will then reboot and will come to a screen that overwrites the master boot record, showing Baby Shark dancing with a timer warning you that your computer will explode in 3 hours or if you unplug it. The power button will be disabled at this point, and the Baby Shark song will once again play, this time through the PC speaker. At this point, you are in great danger of losing your life, as your computer officially becomes a ticking time bomb, and if you unplug the computer or if the timer reaches 0, the computer will explode, which can lead to serious injuries or even certain death. Please listen to the following instructions to protect your life and those around you. First, set the BIOS to automatically boot from the optical drive. Then, prepare a Windows installation disk. Then, while using a computer, listen for the Baby Shark song. If the song starts playing, immediately insert the Windows installation disk and restart the computer. When the computer restarts, press any key to boot from the Windows DVD. This will prevent you from reaching the screen that turns your computer into a time bomb. Then, follow the on-screen instructions to reinstall Windows. This will overwrite the MBR and remove the BabyShark.exe virus. If you reach the dancing Baby Shark screen and the 3-hour timer to explosion, evacuate the area immediately and call 911. Do not attempt to interact with the computer or unplug it, as doing so puts your life on the line. For additional precautions, avoid clicking on suspicious links or opening unknown attachments. Keep your operating system and antivirus software up to date, and regularly back up your important data to an external hard drive. Remember, early detection and action are crucial in mitigating the threat of the Baby Shark virus. Follow these guidelines to protect your computer and ensure your safety. For more information, go to https://www.cybercom.mil.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The BabyShark.exe virus has been successfully eliminated. I repeat, the BabyShark.exe virus has been successfully eliminated. The culprit has been found and dealt with. Your government thanks you for your cooperation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the California Office of Emergency Services. A giant yellow shape that resembles a shark fin, measuring 100 feet high and 75 feet long, has been seen traveling back and forth along the California coast. At this time, the California Office of Emergency Services urges all residents to gather necessary supplies such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio with extra batteries, phones, and chargers to prepare for disaster, as it is unknown when this creature will emerge on land, as if it emerges on land, it will cause massive damage and destruction and loss of life along the California coast. The state is now under a voluntary evacuation order. If you wish to evacuate, gather the necessary supplies and leave in an orderly manner. If you choose not to evacuate, stay away from the Pacific coast at all times. Please continue to monitor News Ultimate for updates on this developing situation. An evacuation immediate order is now in effect for the states of California, Oregon, and Washington. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. As of 9 o'clock this morning, hundreds of thousands of orange-red pilot fish resembling the pilot fish from the Baby Shark music video have been emerging on land along the west coast from Tijuana, Mexico to Vancouver, British Columbia, and have somehow been able to survive on land, while causing massive damage at this time. The fish have been found to talk, and have all been uttering one phrase, "Run away," from the Baby Shark song. Emergency management has determined this to be a warning that the giant baby shark will make its way to land soon, and the United States government has placed a mandatory evacuation order for the states of California, Oregon, and Washington to move inland, and as far away from the west coast as possible. Gather necessary supplies such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio, phones, chargers, and extra batteries to sustain you during the evacuation. Continue to monitor outlets such as News and NOAA Weather Radio for more updates on this crisis.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The United States military has informed the government of a potential crisis of apocalyptic proportions that may be imminent at this time. As of this morning, it has been reported that North and South America are being circled by a family of 5 sharks of different colors, and each over 1,000 feet by 600 feet in diameter. This family of sharks closely resembles the family of sharks seen in Pinkfong's Baby Shark music video, with the only difference being that the shark's eyes are instead red with black pupils. These sharks have been observed surviving in multiple different habitats as they circle the Americas from the Southern Ocean to the Northwest Passages, while destroying much of the land by the Northwest Passages, causing loss of life up there. Also, there have been reports of up to hundreds of millions of red pilot fish resembling the animated pilot fish from Pinkfong's Baby Shark music video coming ashore and moving inland without dying, all while being able to talk and specifically uttering a particular phrase, "Run away," which is a phrase from the song Baby Shark. The United States military and the government believe this to be a warning that the sharks will soon come inland and cause devastation across the country. The military believes that this has something to do with the removal of the malicious virus Baby Shark.exe from the planet,
as an unseen force is responding to it by coming in the form of these giant sharks. As a precaution, martial law has been declared. All residents in the United States must go underground immediately. Seek shelter in a basement. If you don't have a basement available to you, contact your local authorities so that you can be guided to an underground facility. Make sure to gather necessary supplies such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio, phones, chargers, and extra batteries. Make sure the supplies last you as long as possible, ideally 2 weeks to 2 months. When you are sheltered, wait till disaster strikes. The military is currently preparing for an invasion of these giant sharks and will be prepared to take them out with war-level force. Continue to monitor media outlets for more information on the development of this crisis.
This is an emergency action notification, requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS Operating Handbook for a national level emergency. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station or cable system has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is Comcast Digital Cable. We will continue to serve the Chicago area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Chicago area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. Please stand by. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the United States government. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The United States military has confirmed that the giant shark family is now headed directly for the United States east, west, and southern coasts, and the sharks are expected to arrive on the coasts within the next hour and cause massive damage and destruction to the nation. All residents in the United States must seek an underground shelter immediately, if you have not already done so. Choosing to disobey this procedure puts your life in extreme danger and may result in certain death. If you cannot access an underground shelter, contact your local authorities and you will be escorted to an underground shelter. Make sure you have necessary supplies for your stay in the shelter to last at least 2 months, such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio, phones, chargers, and extra batteries to last during your stay in the shelter. The President of the United States, or his designated representative, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by.
Good morning, fellow Americans. I am the President's designated representative, as he is being taken to an undisclosed location for his protection. We are in grave danger as we speak.
Somehow, the family from the Baby Shark song have come into the real world as ginormous sharks, and they are coming to attack the human race. We are all scared, but we must be strong. As long as we stay protected underground, we can survive this crisis. I also must assure you that your government and the military are ready for this. We have always prepared for crisis events such as this, and now we're ready. All civilians must be strong, must have hope, must pray, for us to make it through this, because we can get through this. The United States of America will not fall to 5 giant sharks. We will fight till we win, because we are one nation, under God. Thank you all and God bless.
That was a message from the President of the United States, or his designated representative. The President will be speaking on all stations following this broadcast. Stand by for this message. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station or cable system has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is Comcast Digital Cable. We will continue to serve the Chicago area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Chicago area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The United States military has successfully taken down all of the giant sharks as of 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The danger to civilians is over. However, due to the mass of these sharks as they moved across land, much of the civilization in North America has been destroyed, with cities such as New York, Los Angeles, California, San Francisco, California, Phoenix, Arizona, Miami, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Houston, Texas, and Dallas, Texas in ruins. Cleanup efforts are expected to take at least 250 years. However, it is now safe to exit your underground shelters. Your government thanks you for your cooperation.